Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Mediocre at Best podcast. We were just discussing how Fraser's glasses go in like it's they made like with the they got like an M shape.
Yeah.
With and it doesn't look bad. It just looks odd. I'm just a bit confused.
I don't know why. I've never noticed that before.
Let's discuss hair.
Yeah.
Because you've gone for a little change, and I think.
A bit of
Just in case
Forest Green.
They haven't seen us since the last one here at Forest Green.
Nice.
Nice.
Full of niche references these podcasts.
It's got me little Easter eggs for the fans.
But yeah, just a bit of greenness. It's only like a temporary sort of one that will wash out within.
Do you want to talk through that life decision?
It's just why not, isn't it? Basically, one of my flatmates dyed her hair like blue, I think. And she bought like a blue hair dye and a green hair dye, and she used the blue one. And I was like, I've got this green one I don't really need. So I was like, oh, I'll take it and I'll try and see what it looks like. So I did.
It looks good, Like
so it's sort of like dyed the tip sort of greener and then it's just sort of like a darky.
You should be Elphaba.
I do better than... Oh no, it's Glinda.
No, it's Glinda.
I quite like Cynthia.
Apparently, quick sidetrack, because obviously...
Oh, this is straight into the...
But apparently they're considering doing it as a 2-part film.
Why?
I don't know.
That's shit.
I don't know why we need... I don't know why
that's really shit.
Like,
that's a
what, we're going to try and stretch Wicked into 4 hours, are we?
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't get that.
That is mental.
I don't know why.
That is mental.
It's just a rumour.
They better.
There's
no point.
I think I saw a couple of tweets about it and I'm like, yeah, that's a rumour if there's 2 of them.
No point.
But the film's going to be quite bad anyway.
Right, shall we...
Ariana Grande, yeah.
No, right. I've got... So last week you tried... coffee, iced coffee.
There was a little iced coffee that I tried, and it was actually bloody lovely.
Now, we went to the same shop today before filming. To pick up
convenient shop.
Yeah, to pick up some booze, basically.
Yeah.
But I found this, which is a guava sparkling thing.
Okay.
Now, it was 69p.
Good.
So if it's shit, it does not matter.
What is guava?
I don't know. Well, conveniently...
right, yeah, what? Yeah, let's Google it. What is guava?
It's a fruit, but what kind of thing are we looking at? Tropical fruit. Oh, it looks quite nice. That is very, aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, yeah.
That looks amazing.
Oddly satisfying.
Oddly satisfying fruits. What does guava do to a woman? What the fuck?
So basically... if you just want to have a little kiddo, eat some guava. Sorry, tell our audience where we can buy guava.
Fucking everywhere, I'm guessing. I've never seen a guava.
Not in a supermarket. To be fair, every town has that awful fruit stand. They probably don't even do them.
That is really good.
Yeah, okay.
That is not. It tastes like watermelon, but stronger. You get the melony taste, when you have a if you just eat a watermelon, you get that horrible wateryness, but you get a bit of flavour. Take away the wateryness and just burst that flavour. That's what that is.
I'm not arsed on watermelon in general, so that's probably not for me.
Well, I don't like watermelon, but I like the flavour if you take the water away. That's what that is. Solid.
Obviously, I'm
7 out of 10.
I'm quite familiar with Oasis, but I don't believe I've ever had a citrus punch Oasis.
I think that's going to be solid.
That's solid.
I'm excited.
I'd like a little more flavour in that.
Okay. Is it a bit watered down?
Maybe a little bit, but it's very sippable on.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Big fan.
I'm going to go 6 out of 10 for that.
6 out, okay, see, that's solid. It's not the 10 out of 10 that the iced coffee was.
I'd rather buy a Summer Fruits Oasis.
Oh, Summer Fruits Oasis is goated.
Summer Fruits Oasis is...
There's no Oasis better than the Summer Fruits Oasis.
I mean, I can't really name a third Oasis, I have to admit.
Noel Gallagher.
Well, that's 1-0 Fraser.
There we go.
That is 1-0
That's
Fraser.
the kind of wit you could expect.
But what else might we be drinking throughout this podcast, Fraser?
So I feel like a bit of context is needed here. Yeah. So it's like 4 o'clock at the moment, and we've got a wee party tonight, and we both have the thought of we could talk about this for a bit. Going to a party, I think it's always better to pre-drink massively, so when you get to the party,
you don't have
to rely on drinking.
And you can drink.
You can drink, But it's awkward to go to a party of like a flat that isn't your own and be like, I need a drink. I need to try and scout one.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're just gonna have a bit of a drink. We're gonna start on a
bud,
bottle of bud, and then a bit later on, if we feel
spicy,
nice. We've got a lovely bottle of Captain Morgan's spiced rum.
Bloody lovely.
So that's what we're sipping on.
That's what we're thinking. That's what we're doing.
We haven't got any scran, I'm afraid, but we did scran pizzas before. So.
Did scran. What pizza do you go for?
Well, I went for a margarita. There's a lovely cafe on the campus.
Yeah.
And they do pizzas that, to be fair, good value. Like it was a £5 for a pizza and a can of drink. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Did you go for that pizza because of the price, or because you just don't really fancy any toppings?
No, I wasn't really fancy. I thought I'd keep it simple. I feel like when you add toppings to a pizza, it can be quite greasy.
Yeah, no,
I was like, I'm going to stick to just your margarita. It was solid. The problem with these pizzas, right?
Eating them is a fucking nightmare.
They look amazing. They taste amazing. Eating them, that no one can eat it. You pick up a slice, the cheese stays there. Then you've got a bit of bread with tomato sauce. And you're like, the fuck am I meant to do?
There might still be some mozzarella in my beard. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is mental. Like they're so cheesy. You cannot eat them. Elegantly, but mental. They're solid pizzas.
They're lovely.
But it's just they're like freshly made. They're like
it's a lot of admin to eat those pizzas.
It is truly a lot of admin. I just want a fucking pizza. Yeah. And I've got to they don't cut them properly either, really.
No,
they've got one of those shit
So the first time you do it, you have to go around, because obviously you don't want just I think once I had one, I just ripped one up and just pulled like all tummy, so I just had a piece of tomato bread. And it's like
piece of tomato bread.
And to be fair, the taste of their the puree, it's strong.
It's proper
puree. So if you just eat a piece of their tomato bread, it's
I don't know why tomato bread's so funny.
Tomato bread.
But yeah, it's a lot of admin, but they're really nice. So I keep getting them, but
yeah,
they don't cut it with a pizza cutter. Then they have have you seen how they cut them?
No, yeah, it's
they've got a weird rocky blade thing.
The sailboats that you find at theme parks and stuff.
Yeah, one of those rocky boats. That's what they cut a pizza with.
Theme park
they literally just go like this. I'm like, you're just making an indent in the cheese. You haven't cut the bread.
When you buy I don't know, a frozen pizza or something, and you cook it, are you a knife man or are you a scissors man? As in cutting
I'm a pizza cutter man.
Oh, that's very bougie.
Is that not normal?
No, to be fair, I'm among the because when I was back in uni, my mum was kind of like, do you want us to buy a pizza cutter? And I was there well, it's just going to be an extra thing hanging round. Right, if you didn't have a pizza cutter, would you use a shank? Thank you.
Why would you just check? That's so difficult.
I was having an argument with one of my flatmates about this, and she was like, sorry, you use those scissors to, cut open patty and stuff. They're not for pizza. I'm like, it's the most convenient.
Easy. It is simple as
Your
shit.
pizza will go to shit if you
start sawing into it. Pizza cutter's great because it's built for the job. It's got a blade that rolls as you do it. Perfect. If you haven't got that, scissors. A knife. Fuck off.
It was last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
And the very next day...
Wit. See this wit? This is we're so good at this. We're so good at this.
In bloody sync.
I really like this guava juice.
Is it good?
I really like it.
I saw a pizza cutter. It's a novelty one that's like a bike.
Oh, that's amazing.
With wheels.
I love
it's literally like a little...
That's really cool. I love that.
It was actually really cute.
Novelty cutlery, it needs to be more readily... We've got a crocodile potato peeler. Which is really cool. So its mouth cuts. It's quite cool.
That is good.
It's pretty darn cool. You know what? Talking of pizza cutters, I found the best way to cut a toasty is with a pizza cutter.
No, that makes sense.
I've never done it before. I didn't have a knife clean, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna fucking. I didn't have a proper bread knife, and I'm not gonna cut it with just that's gonna go everywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought I do have a pizza cutter. Solid.
No.
Solid.
That makes sense.
It is.
Very
different.
Very good. So I think the coolest piece of novelty cutlery I own, I don't have it in Valley, but I opened a mystery box Doctor Who themed on my YouTube channel, and in there
cheeky promo
was a Sonic spork.
I do remember that.
And that is...
I'd quite like a spork. I've never had a spork.
I...
How practical are sporks?
So, they sound really impractical.
They do.
However, the only time I've used them and actually genuinely found them useful, if you didn't know, I used to do scouts. And on a scout camp, when you're there and you have to, like sort out your own washing up and stuff, having a tool, it's like a plastic tool, it's very easy to clean, and you can use it for like most things. Like I never did, but there was also a knife on the end, like a little not like a big
like on the edge.
shanky
Yeah,
one, like a little one.
Yeah, big.
So you could literally I could do it for my cereal in the morning. Love banging a bit of Frosties.
Frosties are so good.
Frosties really. Let's do a little segment on cereal.
Oh, I fucking love cereal. Cereal, right? The thing about cereal, in my opinion, it is okay any time of the day.
Yes.
If you have not had cereal in the evening, do it tonight because you treat yourself.
Honestly,
it is unrivaled.
If you are it's not for me. It's not a lunch thing.
No, that's true. But it can be a brunch, like a snack.
Yeah, it's suitable from 6 a.m. if you have to get up that early for some breakfast to about 11:30, and then it's suitable. It's suitable as a light dinner if you had like a big lunch. It's suitable as a like midnight. I'm still a bit hungry type thing. Honestly,
and
cereals.
There's a cereal for everyone. If you don't like cereal, you're wrong.
You're just not looking at it.
Because there is literally a cereal for everyone.
Everyone.
If you like genuinely, there's not a cereal like that people don't like. Like everyone likes. At least one person likes every type of cereal. Like it is mental. It is mental. Cereal is underrated.
One of my fondest memories. So whenever I visited my grandparents, they live in Dorset. I'm not going to go any more specific than that, lads. Don't be creepy. Whenever we went there, I always find this memory really cute because whenever my parents came with me and my sister to go visit, they'd always, give us like cornflakes and be like, "Oh yeah, we feed them healthy." If it was just me and my sister going over, have you ever heard of Crave?
Yeah, the chocolate inside.
It's like chocolate pillows. They'd be like, "This is the stuff we always want to give you. We don't think your parents."
I used to do that. I think maybe all grandparents did that because when I used to go to my grandparents, they had a caravan they still have a caravan in Paignton. Again, I'm not being more specific than that. Don't be a creep.
To be fair, Paignton's quite specific, to be fair.
Yeah, but there's loads,
Yeah.
But they're a
Paignton's
caravan.
lovely. I
love Paignton. I want to go to Paignton.
Let's go to Paignton.
But they had they started with a little caravan, like a sort of tow caravan when me and my older brother used to go there. And they would give us Weetabix, would be the only cereal we had. Yeah. Solid cereal, to be fair. And they would just why don't just put sugar in it? Just douse it with sugar. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever tasted. And I remember my parents going to say it, and I was like, no, where's the sugar? and my parents were like, you don't have sugar with Weetabix.
You fucking do.
And my dad just sort of went, yeah, you don't have sugar with Weetabix. Like, don't fucking betray me, Dad.
Your nan said you went a sound thing, and it's like...
Yeah, I was like, this is great. Weetabix with sugar is unrivaled. And I wasn't allowed it. I was like, this is great.
Frosties.
There's nothing better.
Cereals that change the milk are incredible. So, for example, like Frosties, it makes the milk really sugary.
Sweet, yeah.
Cocoa Pops, you get chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's a solid way of looking at it.
Any cereal,
if a cereal changes the milk,
it's go to.
There's a quote there, that genuinely, I never thought of it like that. But if the cereal changes the milk,
it's quite
that's a solid cereal.
Like a life motto. Be the cereal that changes the milk.
I like it. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I don't know. That was a solid segment on the cereal. Look at us go. I can actually look at my notes because none of the things we've spoken about here.
I have a couple of little notes, but to be fair, your notes are usually more expansive than mine.
Yeah, mine are just sort of topics than.
What I need to get better at.
Can we quickly just speak about how outrageous this is?
So we've just seen on
I'll put a picture up
the little
so you can see
Google.
what's going on.
Kellogg's all together
6 types of cereal. So was it like Shreddies, Fruit Loops? We don't really have Fruit Loops. Cornflakes.
I would honestly
Frosties.
rather throw myself into the M5 than eat that. Just head first.
That is mental.
Head first.
That is mental. I bet it was for Pride Month or something.
Right, you can't sound so dismissive.
But companies do like to profit off
that's
Pride Month.
To be fair, that I've always thought like it was this year, like it was very like prominent over like social media.
Yeah,
how there are certain companies who will change their logos, but only in countries that are already very LGBTQ plus like supportive. So clearly they don't care. It's
just a way to go. Look, we know.
It's like companies like selling like LGBTQ like products for like it's just awful. I mean, to be fair, I am never a person to go to. I would not go to Pride events, and I'm happy to talk about why.
I think we could talk about it because I'm the same. I would never.
I am of the okay. Let's be very frank with and probably in a way I haven't been very frank about. As a bisexual man,
exclusive.
Fucking hell. Hello, cunts. So as a bisexual man. I am respectful of what previous eras have done and had to go through to fight for equality and all that good stuff. And I'm very happy when people feel the need or just feel the want to celebrate who they are themselves and their sexuality. Me personally, I want to be treated as a human being, and the idea of going to a Pride event as a member of the LGBTQ community, however many or little letters you want to have in it, I think, in a way, however much most people who go to these events would probably disagree with me, it's a way of trying to make or seem like things that you can't control special.
I agree.
And I am not someone who feels the personal need to celebrate that aspect of me. Yeah. I am someone. I am not ashamed of it in the slightest, but. And it makes me who I am. I do not feel the need to celebrate it. Yeah. Just like I don't personally feel the need to go, I'm ginger, let's go to the bloody ginger festival, lads.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like...
No disrespect to people who go.
No, literally, I was just about to say, like, I don't mind... If people want to go to Pride, like, parades, and people want to do... Go for it. Like, if that's what you want to do to... Like, yeah, go and do it. I don't, like, good for you. But, like, personally, I'm like, I'd rather just go, yes, I'm bi, but that's just who I don't want to make a big deal out of it. If that, like, I'm like, look, it's like in certain, like, films and TV shows, if there's, like, a character who is part of the LGBTQ plus community, they make it like a big plot point.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, give them, like, you wouldn't do that to, you wouldn't make a plot and then make a big deal that they're straight. Like, yeah, like, if you want to do it, if you go to Pride, go for it. Like, but yeah, personally, I'm like, that's, like,
just the way I am, innit?
I just want to be a bit more, yeah, I agree.
A lot of the times I get into... Because I've had that conversation a couple of times with people, and a lot of times it's come up because they've been talking about going to Pride events. And whenever I say that, I do always get a surprised reaction of, oh, no, it's not about that. No, it's... But I guess... I guess at the end of the day, whatever way people see going to those events as, that's how I would see myself going to that event if I was to go, and therefore I do not want to.
Yeah, I agree. I could not put it better myself. Look at you go.
Well, one to a Budweiser and I'm already bloody...
philosophically speaking.
I was going to make a joke about a philosopher, but I couldn't just... Socrates, is he a philosopher? Yeah?
Yeah, Plato. Bolo. That was so shit. I'm sorry.
Plato Polo.
Nice. Right.
Nice.
Do you want to go on to some topics we've actually
pre-thought about?
Do you want to go or do you want me to?
So wait.
Or are we still talking about gays?
We can make those jokes. We can. That's why occasionally. Thing is that occasionally.
Oh, no, I know exactly where this is going.
So, the other week, I was in my on a break in between two acting lessons, And I directly on the table called someone a pufter.
That's going to be... Clip that.
And I did, like... to be fair, this person didn't show up for a lot of like the first things. They barely knew me, and their first name was called a pufter. And they literally turn around to me and go, on a serious note, I genuinely don't think you're all right to say that. And I was like, oh no, don't worry. I am, you know, I am part of that community. And they were like, oh yeah, all right. It's more sometimes. I know I need to self-censor a little bit more.
Yeah, you do say pufter quite a lot.
Because the thing is,
you do call a lot of people pufters,
and people who know me know why that's all right. But sometimes people will, who don't know me, will just look at me and go,
"They're off."
I'm sorry, because I'm not proud or unproud of this, but I think at first, without trying to promote stereotypes at all, there are some people that it's not stereotyping. You just look at them and they present the way they present themselves. You have a very strong inkling that they are part of the LGBT community. I'm obviously trying to talk about this in quite a sensitive way. And I don't think anyone would discount it, especially if you talk to me about half hour, I'd probably get you onto the topic of musical theatre. But I think, you know, at a first look, people probably don't have that opinion, or it hasn't necessarily crossed their mind. So I guess it's about self-censoring sometimes and going, maybe I should tone that down just so I don't offend anyone.
But like, if you said it around like our group of friends, no one's gonna be like, oh, James, you can't. It's like you could call Fabian a pufter, and he'd be like, "Fuck's sake!" Like
and he'd call it me back, and I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but that's the other thing, isn't it? When like between friends, you have this like thing that you don't, and then someone else from out the group is saying, like why?
Like Fabian calls me a pufter. He is my trusted friend, so that is absolutely fine.
If some random guy on the street calls you a pufter,
I go to Tesco Express. The person on the counter calls me a pufter.
Unless it's Ponytail Guy.
Unless it's Ponytail Guy. What man?
I'd let him call me a pufter.
But he can call whatever he likes. Not in that way.
Outrageous.
Anyway, maybe that gives more context to the David Tennant rant in the
fuck yeah, in the Dream Restaurants.
To be fair, if you've seen the Dream Restaurants video,
you probably know,
channel, you've probably worked
not
out.
Surprised. Which we were talking about that today. We want to do the other episodes of that.
Yeah, I think
we need to do that because that was quite funny.
Obviously, so if you didn't know, me, him, Fabian, and you might not know, but a guy called Solomon.
Big old soul. That's the only video he's been in, I think.
It's a shambles. But we all did a video. It was about my dream. It was on his channel. It was about my dream restaurant.
A podcast.
It was like a podcast type thing. So I pitched, my dream restaurant. And obviously Sol might not be involved depending on where he is in his life. But me,
you and Fabian.
I'd like to bring
when we
that
were planning the original episode.
We
said we don't know whether Sol will be able to do it. He might have to be like a one-off for that episode, and he did it. So yeah, he definitely me, you, and Fabian. Hopefully Sol, and hopefully in person.
I mean, you'd hope that even if you and Fabian did episodes where Sol isn't reviewing the Dream Restaurant, eventually Sol can then do his own with us three. He just might not be able to review yours,
which is fine. Which is well, good. It's not a problem. Fraser on the podcast is coming back. I got some guests in there
because we've talked about this a couple of times, but I've always said that this podcast does not mean that the Fraser Oliver podcast can never come. I'm fully supportive of Fraser going, I want to bring that podcast back fortnightly, and I will come on it, because at the end of the day, this is literally a conversation. And I'm not saying my appearances on the Fraser Oliver podcast weren't a conversation, but I'd happily go on rants for you, but I would never plan anything for your podcast.
Yeah, and I think I genuinely think, and this can come across as being maybe cunty, but I don't think you'll be on the Fraser Oliver podcast as much as you were before.
Oh God, no.
Because we have this platform now.
Yeah.
which has sort of like become almost like a spin-off. We were like, wait, a podcast where it's just me and you, they're always good episodes. Let's make that its own thing, and maybe I want to keep like my podcast for like other people that like are more interviewee, whereas this is like casual conversation. And maybe even if I want Fabian on, we'll just get him on here, and then it like I kind of want to keep my podcast for like do them like maybe like every month, and it's a bigger interviewee. It's
probably the difference between, because for example, you used to do that thing weekly. I don't know how you managed.
I
to do
don't
it
know how the fuck I did like a 2-hour episode weekly.
So I think for you, it's probably about if you commit to even say if you committed to monthly and you had a certain day every month where you dropped one and you physically couldn't find a guest, I would do it.
Yes.
If you weren't committing to it and were just bringing it back, you'd never, unless you physically wanted to, and I would do it, but you never have to bring me on because we've got this.
I don't think I'd stick to us like say, every first Monday of the month is a podcast, because I only want to release a podcast if it's a good interview kind of thing. Because like I'd be panicking. Oh, we'll bring. Don't worry. We've got the dream restaurants to do. We'll do them on mine.
Oh god, yeah, no, that's your series.
But yeah, it's coming back. It's
very happy about that.
I'm excited. I am excited.
Podcasts are just brilliant. Like, not to be rude, but background content.
It's like ranty as well. Like physically. Like, yeah, listen to a podcast. I will listen to it while cooking tea, while cleaning, like, literally doing anything. I'll stick a podcast on. But even like recording it, it's therapeutic. Like, we both come with notes and like, we want to rant about.
Yeah, if
we're like, right.
Like, I've got things that piss me off this week. Guess what?
I don't actually. All of mine are quite positive. Actually, I've got one that's a bit negative.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
But yeah,
negative's fun.
So a topic I've got is it's a weird one because. So it's about YouTube. It's about like YouTube, like big YouTubers.
Okay, cool.
And it's slowly like, because we're like the first generation that have seen YouTubers go from nothing to career. Like YouTube has only started being created in our lifetime, right?
Yeah.
So we're the first generation to have seen hobby to career, and we're now starting to see YouTubers get families, and it's kind of weirding me out a bit.
No, yeah, I get that.
Like. An example we spoke about last week, like with the Super Carlo brothers, like they've both got kids and wives now, and I'm a bit like, content? And like there's a YouTuber called the Tim Tracker who does like Disney vlogs, and he's got a wife and a kid. Now, I don't know, it's just like really like they're gonna stop. Like,
I mean, it was the other day when I found out, you know, Lawrence McKenna. Like it was the other day that I was like, wait, Lawrence has a kid?
Yeah, he's like.
And I was like, and I swear that kid's like 1 or 2 now.
Yeah, it's
like that's not.
And it's getting to the point where, like,
thing.
wait, like these YouTubers are like, they're getting families now, which means they're not gonna have time to make. And that's where, like, and I guess that's where you're gonna get like the new generation sort of. I don't know. I just started thinking about it. I was like, that's weird, and I don't know how to feel about it, because it's not like any other job.
Yeah.
We can like, go on maternity leave, and then come back. And you're gonna have, because like it's so unreliable. Like it's
weird that a lot of like, it's weird to think that most YouTubers will eventually just, and it depends on the channel, but like most YouTubers will just eventually just give it up.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, you know, a lot of them are like, a lot of the big ones, you know, are smart. You know, they have other revenue streams and stuff. But a lot of them just give it up.
A lot of them, like, obviously they invest, but they also have like Patreons going. They have Twitch. They have. Like, it's not just YouTubing, but still, like, having a family and, like, the main source of income being social media would scare me. I'd be like, fuck, I've got a family, and my main source of income is fully reliant on other people. It's mental.
That's why a lot of them, you know, have business managers.
Yeah.
You know, they have, you know, companies. They have a bit of money in. They run things. They do other.
But yeah, which
bits.
I guess is a good. But even like Randolph, he's like married.
Yeah, Randolph's been married for years
like,
now.
Yeah, but it's like, and then you got like some of the Sidemen talk about like, oh, when they get married, like shit, they're getting old. Like it's, I don't know.
I'm surprised that at least one of the Sidemen don't have some form of kid now.
Yeah,
I think because Toby's brother has a kid.
Yeah,
Manny has a kid.
Yeah, Manny's got a kid. Who do you think will be the first Sidemen? Because this is a good title. We put Sidemen in the title with women. Who
will be the first Sideman to have a child? I mean, let's face it, KSI's had many, killed them.
Nice.
Abortion jokes, banter.
Because I reckon Vic.
I can see. I mean, my initial reaction is Josh.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's initial reaction would be Josh.
But they've been together for
like 10 years.
Like they are so happy to take things slowly. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually have a kid. But
I think it'll be Vic.
I can see.
Because
See it being Vic.
He's quite sensible. Like he's a very sensible man. Don't think it'll be JJ.
No, well,
or if it is, it'll be accidental.
Accidental and aborted.
That you can't make two abortion jokes.
I can't make two abortion
minutes, James. You cannot.
I can.
But yeah, I just thought it kind of it's weird that we're the first generation to see a career.
Yeah,
like, that's mental.
It's what they always say, you know, like even back in primary school, it was always like, you know, you don't always have to be set on careers. Some careers haven't even been invented yet.
Yeah,
and
you're
it's like
well, obviously they have,
but
then you're like, oh yeah, it
like,
actually hasn't.
You know, no one thought they could be a. When I was in primary school, no one thought they could be a YouTuber.
No, that wasn't even on the cards. Like,
or a Twitch streamer or a TikToker.
That wasn't.
That sounded
you
so
sounded like
fucking...
a 70-year-old man.
Oh,
a TikToker.
Hey, what are the kids calling it? A bloody TikToker? Jesus, cunt.
You sounded like a proper old man.
I sounded like an arsehole.
You sounded like your father. I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm so sorry.
that cuts deep. Like, I'm just big swig.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ.
But yeah, it just scared me. Gave me a mini existential crisis.
Sorry, I saw a PTSD.
Although Luke is cute, as in John.
Yeah.
Jay's. Oh,
to be fair,
so
though,
cute. Nick and Nate had grown up like fucking. They were born like yesterday, weren't they?
All I'm gonna say is I've watched obviously, it's weird that I've pretty much watched Luke grow up.
Yes.
Not in a creepy way. In terms of
yeah.
Especially because there's been a decent 5 breaks in the vlog, and every time Jay has a break in the vlog, he grows up about 6. He grows.
I don't know. There's the whole. Oh, they grow up so fast, but kids and toddlers grow up like mental.
But I've for the last year, bearing in mind there was a big break in the middle of that, but every time I see Luke in a clip, he's he's not the nicest of.
You call him a prick.
I'm not saying he's a prick.
Are you out in Luke Carlin to be a prick? James?
He's not a very nice child. No.
Oh, there was the clip. I know the clip where you had Luke, Nick, and Nate climbing on the frame.
Yeah.
And Nate did something. Luke was like, "Fuck off!" I was like,
Yeah.
"Fucking."
And it was when...
And Nate was just crying, and Jem was like, "Nate."
It was also I know what
you mean.
Jay's kind of like, Luke, do you want to pick Mummy a flower? And he's like,
"Not really."
No.
Yeah. I was like, "Don't be a dick."
He's like, Luke, do you want to give Mummy the flower? And he's like, no,
fine,
you do it.
It's like, no, it'll be nice coming for you. He's like, oh, fuck it. And even when he did, he's like, right, fucking fine. He's like, here you go, flower. Happy now, bitch. I was like, Luke, don't be a prick.
Genuinely, I don't know what he means.
I've never realised that, but he is a dick.
He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that scene did get. I was like, why are you give your mother a flower?
I just realised we just called him.
He's 3.
Is he 3? I was like 4 or 5 now by now.
I'm sorry. Imagine they find it.
Luke scouring the internet
in 5 years.
The thing is though, you genuinely with YouTube, you never know.
But are they going to take over the channel? That's the other thing I was going to say.
That when sick.
When Jay and Ben are you know what, calling it a day. Luke, Nick, Nate, and I don't know what her name is. Ben's daughter.
Yeah.
Are they going to all be like, oh, or even Nick, Nate, and Luke, or even Luke and Nate, any of their kids can go, yeah, we'll carry on. Because how sick would that be? It's still the Super Carlin brothers, same channel.
That would
but
be.
You scroll through it, you see Jay and Ben getting older. And then you see Nick.
Because you'd see that as dad's job, and you'd go, oh, dad's cool. That's dad's job. I would.
Well, that's how they got into it. Because their dad was a famous news reporter in Roanoke.
Yeah,
and they're like, we want to do a news reporting thing. So they did YouTube. I think that would be cool if you scroll through it and go from Jay and Ben getting older to and then you got a family business. Could YouTube turn into a family business?
What I think, and this is quite sad for us, I in 10 years, because let's face it, I think YouTube is slowly declining. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it would take a good while for it to die. If it does die, it could just surge.
I don't think it will die.
But with just general like Twitch is becoming more and more popular. TikTok is becoming more and more. Those TikTokers becoming more. It's like YouTube is slowly less and less people are watching
TV and stuff.
YouTube is like religion, slowly declining. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't give a shit.
But then TV, viewing figures for TV are going down because people are watching Netflix and Disney Plus and YouTube and
Now you sound like a 70-year-old man.
No, but I'm happy because it's better. You can watch anything you want at any time.
Yeah.
That's so much better than having to wait for a specific time to watch it.
Yeah.
It's just. But then will that happen to YouTube where something else comes along and everyone's like, why have we not been doing this? But then I think people just move. You see loads of celebrities now have got YouTube channels and have gone I can create content on here. Will that just keep happening? Where with fucking Musical.ly got replaced by TikTok. Will TikTok they get replaced by something? Will just be the stream of media, I reckon.
To be fair, and now YouTube is becoming like both YouTube and Instagram have their own TikTok style format.
Yeah, they got the shorts, haven't they? And then the
shorts
reels on Instagram.
And which, to be fair, I have discovered about 2 or 3 content creators through shorts on YouTube.
YouTube Shorts is great, actually.
So I don't have the fucking energy to make.
I don't even know
shorts.
how. I wouldn't even know what to do.
But maybe one day I'll get into it because if I did, it would be because I've created a Nerdy Brit TikTok and I've just uploaded the TikToks to YouTube Shorts as well. Which I might do because it is a good way to brand and build.
It's quite easy to grow on TikTok.
Bastards.
Apparently.
Well, yeah, because
the algorithm, you physically get shown things. You don't have to click on anything. You scroll through the For You page.
Chooses for
there. Yeah. So I guess it would be easier. It's like YouTube, but you don't have to click on a video. You don't have to worry about a good thumbnail. It's just algorithm.
That'd be the one lovely thing. There's no bloody thumbnails.
Oh, I love making a thumbnail.
The hashtags you'd have to focus on a lot.
Hashtags are mental. I guess it's right, does tagging in a video work? Is that relevant?
I've never done it, so...
no,
tags.
Tags.
I don't...
Do you do it?
Yes, I do.
Because I do it, but I don't know if they... Because when you do it, it says, they do very little in boosting your video.
From the research I have done, your keywords, if you have keywords, try and put them in the title.
Yeah.
Try and put them in the description. And then if you want, put them in the tags as well. But
I always do the tags just because why wouldn't you?
It's for me, it's always about I will just try and find cheeky ways to put things that might not fit as naturally in the title but I will change titles to work for example, every time I have a Doctor Who video,
you put every Doctor in the...
I put every Doctor and a lot of the cast and creatives throughout all of the modern series. I think I have a similar thing for Marvel. I can find roughly what I do and show the camera.
For our second Mediocre at Best episode, because we spoke about Spider-Man. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it up there. I put in the description Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
I even put Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, just because that is what people will be searching. And that. Because at the end of the day, it is a game, isn't it? You've got to play the game. And it's sad. It's sad that you have to focus so much on playing the game.
Shut up. It's very game focused. Sorry, stop shaking my love.
Sorry, you sound like a 7. Shut up! That was like a 70-year-old man again.
That is, that all that in the description on screen is, so it's literally just all of the MCU, and a lot of main cast members, a lot, characters and stuff. It's
all about keywords, isn't it? I'm gonna get this fucking all together serial off my screen before I fucking punch it. Sorry, that really pissed me off.
That actually puts me on a great transition.
Oh, yeah.
Because the video that I found, the description thing I just shown you, was the Marvel musical video.
Cracking video. Nice.
And
Smooth.
I can't remember. Did I talk about how I stole that video
Yes.
off you
I think
on
that
the
was in the
podcast?
first episode. I think we did that.
But right, what I'm gonna say
Yes.
is upcoming YouTubers. You want a video idea? React to the Marvel musical.
Yes. If you need views, react to. I can show what mine's on because it makes me happy. It gives me confidence.
Mine, I don't think mine's been out for more than a month. No,
It's mental.
No, mine has just crossed a month, right? And so it's my third biggest video at the moment. Let's go on some analytics because this is where it gets beautiful.
Go on, you got this.
Come on, hurry up, my love. So, yeah, so we're on 1.4k views, which is my third best. If it gets about 500 more, that'll be second, and then it'll take a lot to beat my first, which is on about 6.5. But the thing with this video is, look at the sub road, as in the views. So as you can see, literally for half of the time it's been released, that was about on 50, and I think it was similar for you.
I'm gonna look at mine.
It literally had a point where it blew up for our terms, obviously, not, you know.
This is all relative.
All relative. Calmed down, but was still growing quite steadily.
What are you looking at? Subscribers?
Views. And then, it suddenly just grew. Like at the moment, we're on another uptake, where in the last 48 hours, it's had 350 views.
Yeah, see, mine was quite... Mine's on dark mode, so... But that's the graph of views over since it's... So, like, it had like a... Like, at the start, no one was having it.
Oh, yours is stagnated. It's still growing, but you've still done quite well for it.
Here, it's got... Yeah, it's... But I don't even... Like, it's not a good video.
Mm. And I only did it because I saw his that did well, and I was like, literally, there was a segment at the end of the video where I'm like, lads, I've stolen this video, and I've seen this video. Like, there's a comment on his video from the day he uploaded it, going, I used to watch this all the time. This is a class video.
It's like, yeah, I know, I've seen it before. I could recite that video where I know every word.
I think I could sing it.
To not sit there and sing was a pain to me because I was like, banging verse.
It was actually quite useful when I was actually reacting to it because I knew where.
I knew what to say.
I knew
where to pause it. I knew what to say.
I promise that is the only reaction video I've ever.
Oh, same. I was going to say that's the only other reaction video I haven't actually seen the video before.
Oh, have you faked it?
No, I said that's the only video where I faked the reaction. Yeah. Every other video has been authentic, but that one
I only faked it for the view because, to be fair,
and it worked.
Like, that's my third biggest. At the rate of growth, it'll probably become my second, or it could do a him and become my first.
It could.
And quite frankly, I'm not going to say no to those views, because at the end of the day, like...
Don't fucking look at me like that.
At a worst case scenario, if I really wasn't proud of that video, what having that video does is makes other people see that content and subscribe and go watch content that I'm more proud of. You definitely didn't try and put a Budweiser
off.
They wouldn't
have seen that. That was out of shot.
That's why I mentioned it.
Fuck? Right. Well then, let's have a ranty topic, James.
Do you know? Well, first of all, I'm going to try something.
Are you doing a Bud Oasis?
I'm going to do a Boasis.
Nice.
So I've got about a third of this Bud bottle left. About a third of the Oasis bottle left.
Drink responsibly, kids.
Drink responsibly, kids.
Genuinely, though, drink responsibly.
Do what you fancy.
It depends how old they are, James.
Don't be a cunt. To be fair, let's face it, if they're from the UK and they're 14, they've probably done many a drinking trip in the field. Don't drink responsibly.
Go grab a WKD Blue and sit in a field.
Cunts.
You're 50-year-old little.
Right, what does... It's a pretty piss-like colour, I have to admit.
It does look like you are drinking urine.
Yumma yumma.
I bet it's really nice. Citrusy Budweiser. That face says otherwise.
That's actually quite nice, you know.
There you are, my boy.
Brings out the flavour a little bit.
Woohoo! Wahoo!
Right, let's see how you mix a Captain Morgan's. Would it be weird if I said it tastes like Christmas?
No.
I like Christmas.
Right, James.
Yes.
Have you got any topics for us, James?
All right.
Oh no, I'm excited.
Because
Actually, I like.
I came up with this topic in the Koofy Cafe.
I was just in the queue. While we were getting pizzas, he said he came up with a couple of topics in the queue.
It's the one you know about.
Can you hear that
Someone's
music?
having very loud music.
That's really loud.
Dickheads. It could be your flat, to be fair.
Oh, it might be.
Fucking
Yeah,
dickheads.
it Do I know this one?
Fraser, are you familiar with the
The Muffin Man. Sorry, I had
the Muffin Man?
Go on.
Are you familiar with the brand of drink known as
Oh,
San Pellegrino?
Great. Yeah. Right. If you drink San Pellegrino, you voted Tory.
If you drink
that's
San
coming from me.
Pellegrino, that's coming from him. Right, you got the green hair kind of like degrades that
But
point
I've
a
also
little.
got a shirt on.
God, no, shut.
It's a good look. Look, who said it was a good
It's a
look?
bougie look.
Bougie look.
He's-
I am bougie.
That's what I've been saying. Quick sidetrack. Ever since you come to uni,
You've bougied up.
you've got was there a direct choice behind that? Were you kind of
Well, I
like
was just like,
rebrand myself a little bit?
It wasn't even rebrand. It was like I used to dress quite bougily when I was like sort of 50, like it felt like non-school uniform days at school. I'd be like,
You
let's
shirted
go,
up.
Yeah, I'd be like, let's go all out. Like, I love shirts. My wardrobe is pretty much all shirt.
Legit.
And I was like, why don't I just bring that back?
Yeah.
Be a bit more bougie. So I thought we'll do it. Christmas jumper as well sort of adds to the brings it all together, doesn't it?
Anyway, San Pellegrino.
Fucking
What the
ridiculous.
fuck? Right.
Also, how fucking grow up calling it San Pellegrino.
Also-
What the fuck?
I have to admit, I was kind of like, let's see what this is about. They taste awful.
And sorry, you know why they taste awful? They are a company that makes sparkling water. That is their primary drink.
Boring.
If their primary drink is sparkling water, don't trust them.
If a company endorses sparkling water, the CEO deserves to be shot.
Especially when their main thing is don't trust them.
So I have tried.
I've tried. Actually, I've got a story about this. Go on.
So I've tried. I think I've tried a couple of them. The best comparison I can give is I've tried their standard orange one.
Okay.
And you're thinking, this surely a posh Fanta, so it should be nicer than a Fanta. It's literally the most bitter, disgusting, grim, overpriced, wanky bollocks I've ever tasted.
So I used to
Needle
work.
bread.
I still do work. I used to work at it's like a working farm / kids adventure park place. And a couple of years ago, this year actually, I think last year when we get ready for Christmas, the park was still shut because of COVID. So it was just a few staff members in get ready for Christmas. So we had to get everything down from the lofts and everything, get it all sorted. So it was me and one of my mates, Jamie, who works there, sorted it all out, and we thought, right, we're quite thirsty, and the only drink they had, because it wasn't open to customers, so the only drink they had was San Pellegrino, every flavour. So like, should we just go through and try them all? Not one of those flavours did either of us go, solid drink.
Yeah,
The one that was like, if I was in a desert dying, I could drink it, was the blood orange one. But apart from that,
I
they
think
were all
I've also
shite.
tried the blood orange one. I didn't really like
That's
it.
the only one that I could have gone. Like the lemon one is bitter to shit. You may as well just bite a lemon, and it tastes nicer than that.
Awful.
Fucking hate San Pellegrino. Bless you.
Thank you very much.
Fucking San Pellegrino.
Awful.
Can
Can shut.
fuck off.
Awful stuff.
They make what the fuck? They make so much shit.
Honestly, if you think you support us as a podcast, don't ever spend any money towards whether it's the sparkling water, whether it's one of
Anything.
these cans.
If it's got San Pellegrino on it, don't buy it.
Do not support it.
Genuinely
do
this
not
isn't
support
satire,
it.
just don't.
This is not we are being 100%
Don't
serious.
fucking support it.
I would rather, if the trade was you never watch a Mediocre Best video again, but you also never buy San Pellegrino
Don't watch this again.
That's cool. Sick.
We don't want you.
Thank you very much.
If you want San Pellegrino, we don't want you here anyway. But also subscribe.
Subscribe, watch, like,
Please.
comment.
That was a good rant.
Thank you very much.
Fucking
Really
San
needed.
Pellegrino.
Shit. So shy.
They've got fucking tinfoil on the top, thinking they're all that.
Like,
get rid of that. That's extra. That is extra recycling.
Because you peel that off, and it's just a can.
It's just a can. You don't need. People are like, oh, save the planet. Let's make all recyclable, and then they're just chucking tinfoil on top of a can for literally no reason other than to try and make it bougie.
Fraser, you know
get the fuck rid of it.
What that can needs? Bit of cling film.
Yeah, I think bit of grease-proof. Fuck off.
Also, right,
it's not a fucking jacket potato.
So we've got the can of blood orange. As you think it would be called, it would just be sparkling blood orange. Why the fuck is it called sparkling orange and blood orange? I'm sorry.
They put two oranges in one.
Is it a can of orange or is it a can of blood orange? What the fuck is a blood orange?
Is it actually a fruit?
What is a blood orange?
That's like having apple juice and cloudy apple juice. Apple and cloudy apple juice. What? What do you mean? That's depressing. You type in blood orange, the first thing that comes up is San Pellegrino.
What's a blood orange? What is? Apparently, it is a plant.
Is it actually like a proper fruit? Oh, whoa, that looks sick. Oh, that looks amazing.
How have we gone back to satisfying fruits?
That's gonna be the episode. Last episode was dried fruits. This one's gonna be satisfying. That looks so nice to eat. Can you just eat a raw?
Of course you can.
I bet it might be really sour and horrible.
Oh yeah, maybe. That looks ugly. That looks lovely. It's like a little passion fruit.
I might try and buy one. I kind of want to eat one. Can you just eat a blood orange? Oh, they're all American. Of course, it's fucking American. I really want a blood orange.
You can. That did say you can eat them raw.
I'm knackered.
Right, no, literally. I remember the last time we filmed the podcast, and literally, like, as soon as we turned the cameras off, we were like, because I'm absolutely fine right now.
Yeah.
As soon as we turn these cameras off, I will need a nap.
Also, I'll let you in behind the curtain a bit here. We've just filmed, like before filming this, we filmed a illegal reactions video for my channel. And after them, we're knackered. So doing that and then like an hour and a half podcast, we're done.
Honestly, like, it's a full-time job. This
is a workout.
I don't get paid.
You can see how people do this as a full-time job, can't you? Like, people say it's easy work. Fucking isn't.
That's why streamers are like Red Bull all the time.
And then, fuck that, because you'll have to edit the fucker.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Oh my Lord.
I don't think I've got... I mean, I've got another topic, but it's YouTube, and I feel like we've spoken about YouTube quite a lot. And I don't want to have it as a YouTube-centric podcast unless you want to talk about it.
We might have to, because I think I'm out.
Have you not got... Was that the only topic you bought?
No, I bought the Marvel musical. I want to talk about the Marvel musical and how, that, like, growth. Mad.
I spoke to you about this. Not on recording, but about, like, falling out of love with YouTube.
Yeah,
on my personal channel.
You didn't give me much, so I'm
because I wanted to save it for this. So I don't. It's weird because I used to do an upload schedule, and so I'd like force myself to do a video.
Okay.
And now I'm not doing an upload schedule because it's uni. It's quite stressful. I don't want to try and keep up an upload schedule. That, like, I promise every Tuesday and Thursday this will happen, but I still try and upload every week. But it's like the come up with ideas part is like stressful. If I don't get a good idea, I'm like, I don't just want to do another reaction. And like I work on videos that take a while. Like I filmed, coming out soon will be like a quiz video thing.
Buzzing, yeah.
And that's quite a long video, and there's a lot to edit. Like that'll be up, but then the next video I've got planned after that will then take equal amount of time. So I feel like I'm spacing out videos too much.
Yeah.
And like,
or like the videos you're proud of.
Yeah. The videos that I take pride in and put effort into, I feel like I've spaced out too much, and then it's just filled with reactions.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like reactions, whether you like them or not. I enjoy filming reactions. I like giving my thoughts on things, but it is lazy content. It just is. Yeah. And like, I'm just a bit like stuck in the rut with it at the moment. But I enjoy this.
Your song parodies are probably a bit more of like because they're so short. There's a lot of effort per second, but
yeah, they're a weird one because like editing them doesn't take much unless it was like when I did pictures in my head I had to sort them. But if I just do a video like when I did Barry's Going to Prom, I'm doing a Les Mis cover soon. They don't take that much editing.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of effort before filming, which is weird for a video to have more effort before filming than while filming.
100%.
Because like, I have to learn the song, I have to try and get it right. I now want to start thinking about costumes with it. Like with Barry's Going to Prom, I didn't really. I wore a jumper, but like obviously the Muppets one, I tried to do costumes. This one, I'm going to try and do, and it's that I love. So do you reckon I could get away with just doing less videos, more effort?
The thing is though, I don't think there's a way to do it wrong, because at the end of the day, let's face it, the cunts aren't paying us.
That is true.
You
It's
know,
the
like,
hobby at the end of the day, isn't it, I guess?
I mean, you know, it's all about how motivated you are. I mean, for me, if I'm completely honest, I'm getting some lovely views at the moment. I'm very happy.
You're living the dream.
Because I'm reviewing every Doctor Who episode out as they come in, and you know they've had a range, but so far it's only gone. I've gained more views every time I've done them, and you know we're talking. My range is 50 to 200, which I'm very happy with. I've had a couple of other bands recently. I'm feeling quite motivated. But you know, I completely understand, because there was probably a period from probably before the Marvel musical, about 3 months back, where videos. Honestly, my motivation a lot of times is down to views. It's really narcissistic.
Yeah, but that's how the whole thing is. So like reactions do get views, so I think I'll always do react just because easy content gets views, and I like to put my opinion. But mate, do I try and do more? Like, I don't want to turn it into a singing channel, but it's something I enjoy. It gets views, and I feel like it's like the opposite of reaction, where it's like I don't want to sound really big, but like it like anyone could do a reaction video, but like I guess it's the confidence, and it's a good confidence boost. Like, especially like the course we're both doing. Like it's, I don't know, James.
Right, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the predicament you're in is that, however, I don't want to say lowest common denominator, but reaction videos are probably, you know, the easiest and not like the least creatively satisfying video you make, and me. But for example, if you release 10 videos, and 8 of them are song parodies, and 2 of them are reaction videos, those 2 reaction videos feel out of place.
Right.
If you swap that, and 8 of them are reactions to a song parodies, because reactions cover so much ground, the problem is that even though that's less creatively satisfying, because the reaction videos cover so much ground, the 2 song parodies don't feel out of place because you already do a lot of different things.
Yeah, I get that.
But that's quite difficult, because you kind of want reaction videos to kind of be like there without having to rely on them.
I feel like there are different kinds of like a trailer reaction. That is the laziest of lazy reactions, because like I can't give that apart from the Turning Red one, which I was like, I want to die. But like if I react to any, like there isn't much to give. Whereas I think reacting to a song, I can kind of give somewhat of like a actor singing critique on it, I guess. So I feel. But yeah, ideas is the problem.
I've got quite a few at the moment.
I want to do more outdoorsy stuff.
I want to do.
I can't do. Like, what do I do? That's the problem. That's the problem we've got. Is I want to do outdoorsy stuff.
James and Fraser visit St Ives.
Banger.
James and Fraser visit. James and Fraser go to all the Cornish cities.
Review them all.
Can
we go to every Cornish city and do a tier?
Let's start. Yes.
I'm writing that down. That is a class idea. That's for mediocre at best.
In one 50-minute video, we just
that is a mediocre at best video.
Almost a little documentary.
We visited every Cornish city and ranked them.
Now, I've heard someone say that they think there will be a third and final trailer.
I think there'll be a final trailer.
Now, I'm not sure if they will, but if they do, surely there is no point releasing a trailer without that being the Toby and Andrew trailer.
I thought that's I think if they do a final trailer just like before or while tickets are on sale, they need to put, if they're in the film, which let's be real, they most likely are. They need to put that in a trailer before, because that will go. Ticket sales will go mental.
Worldwide, they will lose 100 million of box office in that first week if they do not show Toby and Andrew in a trailer.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they're not in it, they can't show them in a trailer.
Yeah, if they are in it,
They better be fucking in
or
it.
tease them. I don't know if I want to see their faces in the trailer.
It's like we said
I
in
want
the
a
Zoom
strong tease.
It's all we need is like a hand, a music,
Or a voice.
A voice would be perfect.
All we
I don't
need-
need to see them.
I don't want to see them in the trailer. I want the first time I see their faces again as Spider-Man to be in the film. I want to hear a voice, see a shadow. Doctor Strange say, like, you can't do this alone. We need their help. Like something.
Or, you know,
Or a villain's reaction.
The classic, like, we've been waiting for you or something.
Yes. Or like, even like I saw this theory this morning about, you know, the scene with Dr. Octopus in the Thing, where they're like, ha, your name's a bit fucking stupid. Which, first of all, it's not, actually. Otto
that's
Octavius,
funny.
solid name. No, but like, his name isn't even that funny.
It's
Like,
quite funny.
people are now theorising about that scene. And I was like, I thought that was like the most cut and dry scene going. But people are like, oh, they're not talking to Otto. I was like, what do you mean they're not talking to Otto?
I genuinely think, like, half of me thinks, like, they could have literally... Because that final battle that they did is a lot of CGI. I genuinely reckon that entire thing... The one thing that doesn't make me think that is maybe, obviously, the lizard punch mistake.
Yeah.
But there is a possibility that they could have filmed scenes that literally aren't in the film.
They've done that before, haven't they?
They've done it before.
Endgame had that, didn't it? Where like, there was a scene that people were like, that just didn't happen.
The big famous one is the shot of...
Everyone running
towards the camera.
Which just never happened.
Which, to be fair, is very like that was a cutscene. But I wouldn't be surprised if they knew things are going to get spoiled. We film things that could mislead people in the trailers. Because I don't want... I'm happy... Like, honestly, for this film, if I come out of the film and go, they fucking lie in the trailers...
They're good.
Good, thank you.
Well done. That's what trailers should... I don't want a trailer to tell what's going to happen. I want it to be like...
You got me excited without spoiling the film. Well done.
Yeah.
Smashing the bloody game.
Solid. Have you seen all the edits of, you know, the scene where Dr. Octopus slams Tom and he goes, wait, you're not peanut butter. Have you seen all the edits? With, like J. Jonah Jameson.
I've seen a Willem Dafoe one.
Have you seen the one with the rent guy?
I've seen the rent guy one.
So that's one of the best trends that's happened. That's solid. That is solid.
Pay me rent.
Yeah. I still think he should be in the post-credit scene.
Fixing
the damn door.
I want him to show up. I am so...
If he doesn't...
desperate. I don't
give a fuck about Tobey Maguire. Get that guy in it.
I really... Oh, fuck, it's gone dark.
Well, yeah, but it is like 5 o'clock and it's winter.
It's always like that thing, though. Because... Jesus Christ, lads.
Right. Just go vlog me. What the fuck?
But thing is, though, I always find that, like, in both ways, the changing of the hours...
Yeah.
creeps up on you. Like, to be fair, like, you don't think about it, and suddenly at some point you go, 5 o'clock is fucking dark.
Yeah,
fuck.
it's weird.
That's weird.
Why do we do that?
Why
are we like this?
Why does the sun just decide to...
Prick. That's why. It's a prick.
Oi, mate.
Oh, I'm a big ball of fire. Fuck off.
You're odd.
Yeah, ooh.
Just
Showing off.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah. Ooh, shiver me timbers.
Oh.
Little prick.
Worry.
Got down that, we're finishing the podcast. Well, thank you for watching.
Cheers, cunts.
I hope you've enjoyed it. James. I was trying to do like wholesome. Yeah, cheers.
Thank you very much.
I hope you've enjoyed the third episode. I can't believe we're on the third. Like, we spoke for so long about starting this.
Yeah.
And we've just finished the third episode.
It's sick.
It's exciting.
I'm proud.
And it's going as well as I thought it would. Amazing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our own channels in the description, obviously.
Please.
Watch the other episodes if you haven't.
Yeah, go on.
Solid.
They're enjoyable, you know.
Solid.
Standard stuff.
The first one is in 2 parts. I'm sorry about that. It was just promotional.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but it's a bit awkward to watch, isn't it? But it's promotional.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
If you drink San Pellegrino, then I don't want you here. Thank you.
Actively, fuck off, please.